It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Ewing High School Central Jersey Group 3 basketball tournament with the Ewing girls taking on Middletown South. Video stream live to the world at WBCBsports.com and on YouTube, WBCB Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Redner, along with Chris Ermer, Rich Fisher, and our technical video engineer, Darnell Turner, and the man who originates this video stream, Gus Barber, will have all the live play-by-play action of this afternoon's game, brought to you in part by Team Toyota, Capital Health System, the New Jersey Education Association, also by the Revere Restaurant, Castle Dermatology, the Italian People's Bakery, by your Honorable Mayor of Ewing Township, Bert Steinman, who would like to take this opportunity to wish the Ewing student athletes in both games today. The boys are down at West Hampton Tech. You can also watch that game already underway at WBCB Sports. The best of luck. Also brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. Tickets are now on sale for the upcoming Trenton Thunder season. By Haldeman Ford. Here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating 50 years of business. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. By the premier newspaper in the Garden State, serving both Mercer and Bucks County, the Trentonian. Capital news on a local level, you read the Trentonian. By Two Brothers Pizza and Restaurant, now here in their brand new facility next door or near their old one, across some Slocums on Route 31. This magnificent new restaurant has plenty of parking in the back and plenty of tables for you and your family. By Hyundai of Trenton. Also by the newest pharmacy serving your health needs, Mercer Pharmacy in Ewing and Trenton at Pennington Avenue. Today's game is also brought to you by Mako of Ewing Township, America's Body Shop on Prospect Street in Ewing Township.
All right, we are just about ready to go. Thanks so much, Bill. It's the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal. Ewing Blue Devils hosting Middletown South. Chris Ermer with Rich Fisher here for the call. And Ewing coming in with 14 wins, 12 losses overall, but they did very well in the CVC, going 6-1, picking up the CVC championship. And Middletown South 14-11 this season. And they struggled in their conference, but they come from an area that plays really good basketball. And as Coach Brennan was telling me before the game, he said after they run the gauntlet, they kind of see where they stand after a really tough period in their schedule. So they feel like they're seasoned, ready to go, but they're up against it today against a very good but young Ewing Blue Devil team.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's right about the gauntlet. I mean, they have to play St. John Vianney and Red Bank Catholic twice. Those two teams are in the top 8 in the state, so that's good, though, when you get to this point. And let me tell you something, Chris, that their record could be a little deceiving. They come in, they've won 4 straight. They're playing the best ball of the year. This is interesting, after not scoring more than 51 points in a game all season, they are averaging 56.3 points during a winning streak. So obviously things have come together offensively. They've also tightened up the defense, allowing 37.8 points during their last 4 games. So they've come around offensively. They've come around defensively. They're winning. Included in that winning streak is a 20-point victory over the same Notre Dame team that beat Ewing in the CVC tournament final. So I don't know if that means anything or not, but they're 3-1 against CVC competition the last 2 years.
And one of the players that's been powering them offensively over the last 6 games is Amanda McGregor, their senior point guard, averaging 12 points per game over that stretch. They also get big scoring from Caitlin White, who averages 10 points per game and has been a steady scoring presence all throughout this season for Middletown South.
Yeah, exactly. They don't have a big scorer to go to, per se. White is their lead. They don't even have a double-figure score. White's their leading scorer at 9.5 per game. And McGregor, who you mentioned, averages 7.9. Amanda Lukopoulos at 5.6. Those are their top 3 scorers. They like to get a little physical inside, according to Ewing coach Dan Monferrat. He said they're like a typical short team, physical inside. You know, they won't run a lot. They won't press a lot. They like to set up in their half-court set. And Monty said, they'll try to speed them up a little bit, but just to see where things stand. But Ewing has been playing really good half-court off our defense over the past couple weeks, and I think he's going to hang his hat on that half-court defense. But he also said, you know me, I love the press, so if the need arises, we will press.
And Ewing not afraid of an up-tempo game, and that may be the pace that we have here, because Middletown South, they said they're looking to get after it in that way. Also, both teams stressing rebounding. I mean, I guess that could be something said for just about any basketball game, but when it comes to these two teams, certainly Middletown South wanted to make sure that they're able to control the glass and make sure to limit second chance opportunities for this Blue Devil team.
Well, and that's tough to do against Ewing because Taylor Williams averages a double-double. She averages over 11 points, 11 rebounds per game. I think Caitlin White is the one that you're going to have to watch out for. She leads them with 7 rebounds a game, so she'll try to neutralize that. You talk about rebounding. I mean, the one player, the most electric player in this game is going to be Lily Austin. She leads Ewing with a 13-point average. And she can score a lot of ways. She can turn a steal into a layup. She can hit a three-pointer. But as you'll see today, she loves to get a defensive rebound and go coast to coast. So you have to worry about keeping her off the boards defensively just so she doesn't grab it, take it up the court, and turn it into a layup.
It was great to get a quick moment with Coach Monty before the game, and he was talking about the youth of this team, how he's been able to see them come together, kind of figure out defensive concepts, and has been one of the most fun teams that he's been able to work with. And already he points to this as a successful season, but now you're down to the nitty-gritty. You got to win and advance in the bracket, and you put all of that former success this year aside, and you got to kind of blaze a whole new path here throughout this tournament. Already doing a good job in that first round game, going 52-20 over Allentown. They really that defensive performance, very impressive.
Yeah, it was. Allentown just had trouble to get shots go down in that game, and Middletown's coming off a 10-point win over Freehold Borough. What do you call it? McGregor had 18 in that one. To your point, what he was talking about, how much fun it was this season. Yeah, it's fun because for a couple years, I don't want to say you're on cruise control. You're still coaching talented players, which is a challenge in itself. But now you're working with a young team. You're trying to mold it together again. You had a team that was cohesive for 4 years, and now it's like starting over again. And if you're a good coach and you like to coach, this is the challenges you like. You like to get a young team. Okay, I had my powerhouse. Now I got to take these young kids with a few holdovers, turn them into a team, and see what we can do. And they got to the CVCT finals, and that now they've reached the quarterfinals. They've got a 13-game winning streak in Central Jersey Group 3 games. They'd love to keep that going. They'd love to at least get to the semifinals, I think.
Well, in other action on the WBCB Sports Network, the boys game, they've tied it up in the first half. So
okay.
You can catch that action on the WBCB Sports Network as it's all even now at 12. We just heard a moment ago that they were down 12-4.
They were down 12-4, yeah.
So right back in it.
All right. Well, that's good news. Today's game also brought to you by the Ewing Township Teachers Education Association. Yes, Ryan O'Neill, the president of the Ewing Township Education Association, and their teachers will always be there in a supporting role for their students, whether you're an athlete, whether you're in a drama class, or any student, any level. They are there to help them, to support them, and they're proud to sponsor portions of tonight's game.
Well, we are just about set to go. Starting lineups coming up as we've got the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal, the Ewing Blue Devils hosting the Eagles of Middletown South. And the Blue Devils certainly were locked in the first round game against Allentown, holding them to just 20. And they do mix up kind of a man and zone look. We'll see that today against this Middletown South team. And they've gotten scoring over the past 6 games from three-point shooter Amanda McGregor. And we are just about ready to go. Chris Ermer with Rich Fisher, Bill Redner, Gus Barber, and Darnell Turner. The winner moves on to play on Tuesday in the semifinal against either Red Bank or Middletown North. If it's Middletown North, the Blue Devils could be back here at home. Red Bank means a road trip.
Yep.
Yeah. That'd be nice to get another home game. But you got to win first. So before you worry about what the other game is, you got to win this one. But, playing at home is a big deal. You don't have to take that bus ride. You're on your usual schedule. You know what the deal is. You get out of class at the same time, or get out of school, you know where you're going and everything. And when you're playing a state game, every tiny little advantage is big.
Well, you talk about staying at home. Stay at home at the new restaurant, Two Brothers Pizza. You'll feel at home when you visit them in their brand new location, Two Brothers Pizza and Restaurant, 1690 Pennington Road. This magnificent restaurant offers a full menu of classic Italian dishes, including veal and chicken dishes, fresh seafood dishes, homemade pasta dishes, and more. BYOB, bring the whole family. Two Brothers Pizza and Restaurant has hot and cold sandwiches, paninis, wraps, and burgers, homemade soups, and fresh salads. And hey, they have the best pizza in Ewing, including their white pizza, deep dish pan pizzas, gourmet pizzas. Two Brothers, you know them. They moved to a brand new facility, only a few steps from their older facility. This has plenty of parking in the rear, a magnificent restaurant, plenty of room, so bring the whole family. They got some great specials. They're open 7 days from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. at 1690 Pennington Road, opposite Slocum's in Ewing Township.
All right, and here are the starters. First for Middletown South, Samantha Orlando on the floor to start, along with Ava Lukopoulos, the 5'8 junior, Caitlin White, the 5'10 senior guard, along with Brooke McGregor and Amanda McGregor. Brooke McGregor, the younger sister, the 5'6 freshman out there with senior point guard Amanda McGregor for the Middletown South Eagles. And here come the Ewing Blue Devils getting the start today. Lily Alston out there, the junior guard, along with Annalise Maldonado, Taylor Williams, London Bennett, the freshman guard, and Kyla Durham, the sophomore guard, guard forward, Kyla Durham. So yeah, a young team here for the Blue Devils, but already some success this season. We will step aside and return for the start of today's game on the WBCB Sports Network. It's the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal, Ewing hosting Middletown South, and we've got it for you on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Hi, I'm Sean Spiller, President of the New Jersey Education Association. On behalf of the 200,000 educators in all of our public schools, we wish all of our student athletes the very best luck in today's competition. We would also like to recognize the students in our public schools who participate in extracurricular activities, like the school play, robotics class, or the marching band. New Jersey schools are #1 in the nation. When parents, schools, and educators work together, our students are the winners. New Jersey Education Association supports our great public schools.
All right, back here at Ewing High School, feeling the energy after a rousing rendition. We hear Whitney Houston's version of the national anthem, and we are good to go here. Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action on WBCB.
And opening tip-off is brought to you by your Ewing Mayor, Bert Steinman, who would like to take this opportunity to wish both the Ewing girls and boys teams today the best of luck. Mayor Steinman is proud to support the youth of Ewing, tomorrow's future leaders. Mayor Steinman hopes you enjoy today's game, and here for your play-by-play is the honorable voice of WBCB, Chris Ermer.
Thanks so much, Bill. Taylor Williams in the circle to take the tip. The boys have turned their game around against West Hampton Tech. They now have a 17-12 lead after trailing 12-4.
13-0 run. Hey, we have one scratch for Ewing today. Ariana Wadley, sophomore guard, will miss the game due to illness. So
likely only going to go a couple deep on the bench for the Blue Devils today as they get going. And you mentioned a half-court set, but a deflection and a steal for the Eagles, and then the Blue Devils take it right back.
Oh, and we're going to get the easy layup.
Bennett up the floor to Maldonado, and lays that one in to put the Blue Devils on the scoreboard.
Bennett's going to be a key in this game. Point guard play is always so important. She's a freshman. She got a state game underneath her feet, got her feet wet. I think she's going to have a pretty good game today.
Lukopoulos takes it along the baseline, tries to throw that one up off the bottom of the backboard, but a whistle and a foul called, picked up by Kyla Durham, the sophomore, with her first. As we're just underway here. Again, quarterfinal action. Winner moves on to play in the semis on Tuesday. Driving path to the bucket open for Ava Lukopoulos, and she puts the Eagles up on the scoreboard. We're even at 2. And turnover over there as it misplayed by the Blue Devils, and the Eagles will inbound from the far side of the floor.
A little bit of a sluggish start for Ewing.
They bounce it into Amanda McGregor. Active hands by the Blue Devils. McGregor's been shooting very well, 12 points per game over the last 6. And that's been a successful stretch for the Eagles, riding a 4-game win streak into this quarterfinal.
One thing Ewing wants to do is defend White and McGregor on the perimeter. They have a combined 52 three-pointers between the two of them. So you don't want to let them get loose.
Amanda McGregor dribbling around, sends it inside to the elbow. They get it down low to Brooke McGregor, and then they send it back out again. Lukopoulos thought about a 3. Now here's Caitlin White.
Oh, wide open.
She's open. Long 2. That's in and out. Ball loose in front of us. Picked up by the Blue Devils and raced up the floor by Lily Alston.
And there you see, when Alston gets that ball in her hands, she's going to push it.
Pushes it up the floor, gets it inside to Williams. And as Williams tries to send that shot up, she's fouled and will head to the line, picked up by Caitlin White there. White with her first foul of the game.
You're listening to the Haldeman Ford Game of the Day. Haldeman Ford celebrating 50 years of business.
As the gym hushes for the
Always.
first free throws of the afternoon.
Always in girls basketball.
Yeah, high noon showdown for these two teams. And the Blue Devils back in front.
What time did that boys game start?
11:30.
Oh, man.
Breakfast at West Hampton.
Yeah, can't even get my Wheaties in.
Yeah, boys at West Hampton Tech. That game also on WBCB as Caitlin White with the dribble up top gets it right back, and her shot blocked by Kyla Durham. Swipes that one away, and then a bump up top. Brooke McGregor picks up a foul.
Yeah, Durham left nothing to the imagination on that block shot. Just came over quick.
Kick out there to Maldonado around the perimeter. Alston fires away a little bit too strong, but a backside rebound. Blue Devils keep it alive, try to send it inside. Loose and picked up by McGregor. And then comes right towards the table as it goes out of bounds.
That was a nice effort you made there, Chris.
Just in case it was going to come up.
Well, Darryl had to retrieve it.
The first rule of broadcasting, protect your color analyst.
They get it into Kyla Durham, who walks it over midcourt, guarded by Caitlin White. Shovels it inside, scoop shot, as getting inside was London Bennett, the freshman guard. Forces her way in and forces her way to the free throw line. That's a strong take by the freshman.
That's 2 quick fouls on Brooke McGregor. She might have to sit for a little while. Ewing has struggled from the line. I will say that.
Well, that can be a function of a young team.
Yeah. Actually, you look at the free throws, a lot of teams struggle from the line.
Second one coming to London Bennett. So shooting 50% as they go 2 for 4 from the line. And the Blue Devils in front 4-2. Still early going in the first quarter. Big thanks to all of our sponsors making portions of today's game possible. Nearly poked away. McGregor picks it up, sends it inside to Orlando. Orlando had a shot but misses everything. But Eagles with a second chance. Orlando out on the wing. Sends it up top, Lukopoulos. McGregor to Orlando in the high post, ball loose on the floor. Eagles lucky to hold on to that one. Orlando again gets it in the high post. Working against Taylor Williams and is called for the travel. Little footwork there, but took an extra step and turns it over to Ewing.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but it could have been. The player was in front of me.
Credit the junior forward Taylor Williams with the defense, forcing that extra step.
Yeah, Ewing coming out man-to-man, doing a pretty good job.
Bennett dribbling up top, tried to hand it off and gives it away.
4 turnovers now for the Blue Devils.
White from downtown, and she connects. Caitlin White puts the Eagles in front, 5-4.
That was a good job by Middletown South. They got down quick, found the open girl on the wing, and she buried it.
And Ewing want to talk it over.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33, Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all. New and pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business.
Well, we got breakfast at West Hampton as the Ewing boys are in action in the first game of the day on the WBCB Sports Network. And now this high noon showdown as Durham fires from downtown. Can't hit underneath, though. Williams knocks down Elizabeth Tardy and is called for a push. Yeah, an afternoon hookup for these two. So grab a little lunch.
Yes.
And enjoy
Yeah.
the hoops on BCB.
You could even have lunch, but what do you got there?
Two Brothers
Two
Pizza.
Brothers.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Caitlin
all right.
White up top for the
They
Eagles.
were bringing pizza in here the other night.
A drive inside by Lukopoulos. And ball deflected out of bounds will stay here. Last touched by the Blue Devils. They get it into Tardy. Tardy, the biggest player on the Eagles roster at 6'1", off the front rim from McGregor, and picked up by Maldonado, who brings it up the floor for the Blue Devils. Around one defender, and her shot comes up short, but a whistle, a foul, will send her to the free throw line.
Ewing only has one basket, but they're doing a good job of getting to the line. This will be their 5th and 6th foul shots. There's still 3.5 minutes to go in this quarter, and the next foul puts Middletown South in the penalty. So
first foul of the day picked up by Lukopoulos. And first trip to the line for Maldonado. Again, winner moves on, playing on Tuesday either against Red Bank or Middletown North in the Central Jersey Group 3 semi.
Game we'll have right here at the WBCB Sports Network, either place.
Well, and they continue to shoot at 50% here tonight from the line. And getting 1 out of 2, evens us up. 5-5 here in today's quarterfinal. Throw it inside to Tardy, and then Williams had a piece of her arm and gets whistled for her second.
yeah, that's not good. And very quickly, Elia Miller checks in for Williams.
Miller getting her first action of the day. Lukopoulos gets bottled up by Miller, and she ties her up.
Well, how's that for making an impact? You come in, you block a shot.
Well, for the Eagles, they're lucky to hold on to it as they have the arrow. Quickly to Lukopoulos. Catch and shoot, no good. And a rebound here for Alston. She weaves her way up the floor, and the Blue Devils will set up a little half-court offense. Out to Maldonado. Gets
Nice
a couple
pass.
of screens. Nice job to get it inside to Miller, so she gets the block and then a bucket off the bench.
Yeah. Instant impact.
McGregor was stopped by Alston, had to pick up the dribble, ended up shuffling the pivot foot and is called for a walk.
A little sluggish right now. Both of these teams sort of feeling
Sloppy.
each other out, yeah.
Blue Devils seem to be picking it up out of the timeout. As they're up a bucket, send it out to the wing. Maldonado fires away. That's no good. Ball loose, picked up by Alston. Alston in the paint, gets her shot off, but doesn't get much on it, and then it leaks out of bounds. It was last touched by Middletown South, so we'll stay down here. 2:22 to go, first quarter. Great to have you with us today on WBCB. Got a bunch of Group 3, Central Jersey Group 3 coverage coming your way. More Group 4 coverage going out to West Windsor, Plainsboro North. Kyla Durham from downtown. That's no good. West Windsor, Plainsboro North hosting the Trenton Tornadoes on Monday. We'll have that game for you on BCB. Out to Lukopoulos on the wing. Tried to get it up to McGregor. Taken away by Alston, who takes it coast to coast for the lay-in. Lily Alston with her first bucket makes it 9-5.
Yeah, that's Ewing basketball right there. Let Lily Alston go coast to coast.
And turning that defense into offense, another hallmark. As Lukopoulos works along the baseline, she's cut off there by Miller. But a little contact there. And it's going to be foul number 2 on Kyla Durham. I thought that might be Miller picking that one up, but they give it to Durham. It's her second.
Hey, Ewing with 2 players with 2 fouls early in the game. Oh, now you give her 3.
And
3 on Durham.
Picks up another quick one, is going for that ball a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah, you don't like to see a foul like that.
Go to the bench. Madison Lane into action for the Blue Devils.
Now open in Trenton, Mercer Pharmacy at 359 Pennington Avenue. Folks, this is a locally owned and operated pharmacy. It's not part of a huge chain. It means personalized service. It means free delivery. Mercer Pharmacy open Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5, Saturday 10 till 3 at 359 Pennington Avenue, Trenton. Mercer Pharmacy puts your health first.
Orlando knocks them both down. The 5'10 sophomore pulls the Eagles to within 2.
Actually, Samia White came in, not Madison Lane.
Oh, excuse me.
She's on Middletown.
Got my rosters mixed up. Thank you, Fish.
Sure.
So turnover by the Blue Devils with 1:31 to go. And it felt like they had grabbed some momentum, and now Middletown South. Opportunity here to try to get back to even. Lukopoulos hands off to Orlando. They give it to White up top. She fires away. Off the back rim, no, and the ball almost mishandled there by London Bennett, but she stays with it. The freshman's shot blocked by White. And the ball goes out of bounds, last off of the Eagles. As in it goes to Samia White, and off the bench, she makes an impact with a 3-pointer. McGregor out to Megan Mahler. Now Orlando, nice look as she finds Caitlin White. And White finishes the play to make it a 3-point game.
They do a nice job of running that offense and getting some looks inside.
Bennett driving and then looked to pass across the paint, and ball goes off of White out of bounds. We'll stay with Ewing.
Chris, are you keeping track of points?
Somewhat.
Okay. I'm missing a point for Middletown South. I have White with 5, Lukopoulos with 2, and Orlando
nice step
with
through
1.
take there by Alston. Stays with it. She got the rebound, and then before her next shot, foul on the floor goes against Middletown South. Inbound to Miller around the perimeter. Bennett takes it along the baseline, and her shot off the bottom of the backboard, but contact and a trip to the line for Ewing. That foul picked up by Orlando. It's her first. Ewing with a 5-point lead against West Hampton Tech in boys basketball action on the WBCB Sports Network. Certainly a game of interest to Blue Devil fans.
Certainly is.
Well, it seems to be the way it's going today for the Blue Devils. It's been 1 of 2 at the line.
Yeah, 4 of 8.
Each trip. Megan Mahler out to Lukopoulos. They send it inside to McGregor, but she is bottled up. Malaya Miller.
Oh!
That one would have counted off the rim. Not quite, but after the first quarter of action, the Blue Devils lead it 13-9 here in Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action.
Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman wishes both the Ewing girls and boys today the best of luck. Mayor Steinman is proud to support the youth of Ewing, tomorrow's future leaders. Mayor Steinman hopes you enjoy today's games. That is Mayor Steinman, Ewing Township Mayor, proud to support the youth of Ewing Township. Also, today's game is brought to you in part by Capital Health System, the New Jersey Education Association, the Revere Restaurant, also by Kessel Dermatology, the Italian People's Bakery. Remember the Italian People's Bakery, the pride of Chambersburg since 1936 at 63 Butler Street for the best bread and rolls no matter where you go in New Jersey. No one bakes them better than your hometown bakery, the Italian People's Bakery and Deli. Don't forget, if you would like to have your event video streamed, like the game you're watching today, reach out to our sports director, Brianne O'Neill, at Brianne at WBCB1490.com. And it doesn't have to be an athletic event. It could be a robotics class. We've done them before. It could be the school play. It could be a graduation ceremony. Reach out to WBCB, Brianne O'Neill at WBCB1490.com.
All right, 13-9 after the first quarter. Blue Devils in front in the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal.
And hey, you talk about balanced scoring. 6 different players scored for Ewing in that first quarter. You got to love that.
Right there, a whistle.
I called some kind of turnover.
I looked down for a moment. Maybe somebody stepped out of bounds, but it is a turnover. And goes back to the Blue Devils as we're just underway in the second quarter.
And Ewing again playing with 3 freshmen on the floor right now. So you want to talk about youth.
And there's Miller with a jump shot along the baseline, no good. Caitlin White quickly up the floor to Lukopoulos, but it goes between her hands and out of bounds and right back to Ewing. Not something you can afford to do against a good Blue Devil team. Ewing earning the 3 seed here in the Central Jersey Group 3 bracket, going against the 6 seed Middletown South. And there a little stutter step by Alston. That's a travel.
Yep.
So a bit of a sloppy start to this second quarter so far.
Yeah, well, it hasn't really been an aesthetically pleasing game. Both teams grinding away.
Amanda McGregor calls out a play for the Eagles of Middletown South. Gets it back out on the wing. She's open for 3. Lets it go off the front rim. No, but it's cleaned up by Caitlin White. And White makes it a 2-point game.
And, you know, with Taylor Williams not in the game, they can get some rebounds.
Maldonado from downtown, no. Samia White picks it up, sends it inside. Now out to Bennett, steps in. Her 2-pointer is off the mark and finally controlled by the Eagles of Middletown South. Caitlin White sees a clear path to the bucket, and they're going to make her earn it at the line. Foul called against Malaya Miller.
Say it's lunchtime, and you can pick up lunches at Two Brothers Pizza and Restaurant. Lunches for as low as $14.95, baked pasta dishes. You can also get dinners, chicken dinners for only $16.95. Choices like chicken francais or chicken parmesan. Veal dishes for only $17.95. Veal marsala, veal cacciatore. They got so much going on. Lunches for inexpensive. Paninis only $11.95. Two Brothers Pizza and Italian Restaurant on Pennington Road.
Well, they need a big performance from Caitlin White, do the Eagles. And so far today, they've gotten 8 points from her. Inside there, Lily Alston throws that one up, and it's White with the rebound.
8 points and 8 rebounds for White.
3 on the way, off the back rim as the attempt no good from Megan Mahler. Lily Alston races it up the floor as she gathers up the miss. Her layup a little bit too strong. White in transition across the floor to Lukopoulos. She lets it go. off the front rim. And Miller with the rebound, almost thrown away, picked up by Alston.
Pace is
Euro
really
step, and Lily Alston finishes the play, and the Blue Devils back in front, 15-12. Middletown South, they want to talk it over, 5:50 to go.
Yeah.
Second quarter.
pace really picked up there. And I don't know if Middletown wants it to be that quick up and back down the court. So I think maybe they wanted to call timeout and settle things down a little bit.
Thunder Baseball returns for the 2025 season on Wednesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game firework nights Tuesday. Kids eat free. Wednesday, dollar dog nights. Thirsty Thursday and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. It starts here along the banks of the Delaware River.
I mean, just a great time of year, Bill, when it comes to high school hoops. You got to survive and advance. We got the New Jersey playoffs here on the WBCB Sports Network, but we also look forward to spring athletics. Baseball and softball coming back to BCB, and I know you put together some of our schedule. We got some games ready to go. We're looking forward to that big time.
March 26th, do you believe the high school season on both sides of the river start?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
good luck getting those games in. Although sometimes we get decent weather in
today.
March. Yeah, and then it goes back to being cruddy in April. So you never know. It's a crapshoot.
Well, we got a good one going. Blue Devils up by 3 as we get back to action. The Eagles out of the timeout, send it inside to Lukopoulos. She throws it to Orlando, and the block is made by Malaya Miller. That's her second coming off the bench.
Yep.
And making a difference defensively here in a big game.
Well, the bench is going to have to come through with 2 girls on the bench with foul trouble.
Wow, nearly another block right there. Felt like she had a piece of the rock, but is whistled for the foul. So
Yeah,
instead it's Orlando to the line for 2.
That looked like she got all ball there.
don't forget that you can read about this game in tomorrow's editions of The Trentonian with Red Birch or later online at the Trentonian.com. Trentonian still going to press 7 days a week while other publications have gone to bed.
Oh, boy.
Second one here for Orlando, and she's been perfect at the line this afternoon. And she's got the Middletown South Eagles now within 1. Bennett with a crossover at midcourt, gives it over to Alston. Alston with a jump shot along the baseline, a little bit too strong. And it will stay with the Blue Devils as it goes out of bounds, but last touched by Middletown South. Bennett into White. Up top to Miller.
Oop.
Miller bangs into McGregor, holds onto the ball, gets it to Bennett, who drives and scores.
London Bennett showing a little aggressiveness there.
And the Blue Devils back up by 3 with just over 5 minutes to go. Boy, that one was nearly a steal by London Bennett. Tipped that pass.
Ewing now back in the zone.
McGregor calls slash, slash, slash up top, and they get the play. Results in a jump shot from Ava Lukopoulos.
I like the way South runs their. They move the ball well. They tend to find that open shooter.
London Bennett had like a hesitation dribble, picked it up, was trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball, but ends up taking an extra step and is called for the travel violation. Just about halfway through the second quarter, and the Middletown South Eagles with a nice look inside to Orlando, and Orlando felt like she had an opportunity maybe to go up with the shot, wanted to have an extra pass. That might be some of the shot-changing ability by Miller, who was right there on the doorstep.
Yeah, sometimes I can get in your head.
Lily Alston takes it inside, slithers her way into the paint, gets the shot up, no good, but a whistle and another trip to the line for junior guard Lily Alston.
Lily Alston not afraid to tread in the land of the Giants.
Ewing Township Education Association, proud to support the students of the Ewing Public School System. Your teachers always behind you, 100%. Today's game brought to you as a public service by the Ewing Township Education Association.
Well, big thanks to Coach Monty and Ewing for sending us some information about the players. And one of the things that seems to be shared all throughout this team, really good student athletes, players on the floor, but also good students.
Right, good, yes. Good
Alston there, a
students.
3.45 GPA.
Yeah.
She goes 1 for 2 at the line to keep that theme going today.
Yeah, that is the old 1 for 2 streak. 5 times to the line for Ewing, every time 1 for 2. That's not good. 50% is not good.
Bennett there jumps the passing lane, and again, almost a steal. She gets another deflection, and this time almost was able to gather up that deflection. But now Amanda McGregor dribbling, bounces to White. Gets it back from Orlando. That's a healthy 3, and a little bit too strong off the back rim. It's going to go off of Alston and stay with the Eagles. McGregor sends it in to Mahler. Gets it back with her, and you talked about how they run the offense. A lot of that is attributable to McGregor as their point guard. That shot a little bit too strong. They keep it alive, though. Orlando gets it from White and lays it in.
Yeah, I mean, they're always find the open man. They move the ball quick, and, next thing you know, it's in somebody's hands for an open look.
Now going for a little bit of a trapping defense. Alston trying to get it to Miller, threw it away eventually, but gets it right back. Now across the lane to Miller. Her bank shot a little too strong, has another attempt, and that one's no good as Caitlin White brings it up the floor. Sends it out to Mahler. And Megan Mahler with her first connection of the day. It's a big one. And the Eagles of Middletown South in front 21-18.
And Middletown really starting to play well.
Maldonado step back 3.
There's an answer for you.
And we're all tied up again at 21.
Well, things are starting to heat up a little here, Pilgrim.
Kick out to McGregor. McGregor steps in, her runner. No good, and it's rebounded by Miller. Bennett up to White. And White a little bit too far underneath the bucket, but Maldonado with the follow-up. She's got the offensive rebound and then a trip to the line. That's just a hustle play right there. Nice job by Annalise Maldonado, the freshman.
Yep.
As they enter the fourth quarter, it's Ewing 29 and West Hampton Tech 25 in the boys' game. Other Central Jersey Group 3 action.
Let me tell you something. That West Hampton Tech is a good team. I saw them against Thrive. They're talented.
Speaking of Thrive Charter, if they win today, we'll have both their boys and girls games video streamed live on Tuesday.
Maldonado puts the Blue Devils in front, and she breaks that 1 for 2 streak by hitting them both.
Yeah, you hope when they break the streak, it's not 0 for 2 and it's 2 for 2, and it was.
McGregor bounces to Mahler up top, gets it right back from her. Those two playing catch. Lukopoulos inside. Nice pass to Elizabeth Tardy.
Ewing is letting too many open. They're wide open underneath some of these players, some of these Eagles.
Ooh. Maldonado heat check off the front rim. Lukopoulos gives it up to McGregor. Into the corner, and Samantha Evans can't get the shot off.
I thought when Ewing switched to his zone, they might be able to, maybe collapse it in a little bit and stop that inside play. But then again, you got to look at these three-point shooters too.
Inside to Tardy, out on the wing, catch and shoot. Evans can't connect, and ball picked up loose on the floor, and Ava Lukopoulos takes advantage. And Middletown South in front 25-23. Alston marked by Muller. Her pass deflected, stolen away by the Eagles. Quickly up to McGregor. McGregor to Tardy.
Again.
And another lay-in for Elizabeth Tardy. And it's a 4-point game. That ball deflected, nearly lost by Middletown South.
Tardy, you know, she's the biggest player out there at 6'1". And
now back off the bench comes Taylor Williams. And I think the Blue Devils like that matchup inside, as Williams with some size of her own.
well, Williams has to be careful with 2 fouls.
Bennett lost it on the drive, picked up by Williams inside, puts it on the floor. Her shot partially deflected, and then as they bring it up the floor, Samantha Evans kind of got a running start and is called for a travel violation. And on that play, 3 players all came crashing into each other, and one of the Blue Devils still down on the floor. 36 seconds to go. That's Alston, and she'll get a little bit of attention as we take a bit of an injury timeout.
Hyundai of Trenton. Hey, if you're looking for the perfect pre-owned or a new car here in Ewing Township, visit Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. They have a complete selection of brand new Hyundais, the Santa Fe's, the SUVs, the Sonatas, the Elantras. They have it all pre-owned. And look, they'll even buy your car, give you top dollar, pay you in cash, give you the high. It doesn't even matter if you bought the car there or not. They'll buy your car outright no matter where you purchased it. Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township, New Jersey. And don't forget the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in nearby Ewing Township. A little bit of South Philly right here in Ewing.
They inbound to Durham. Durham catch and shoot for 3, no good. Bennett underneath, tries to put that one back off the glass. She misses, and then another travel violation called against Middletown South. This time Megan Muller. You know, you see they've been able to beat the Blue Devils down the floor in a couple of situations, and maybe just trying to race it up the floor a little bit too quickly.
Yeah.
There they send it into Williams. Williams, scoop shot, no, gets her own miss. And as she goes back up for the shot, is fouled by Tardy and heads to the line with 23.4 remaining in the first half. And the Blue Devils want to narrow this gap before the break.
Liz Tardy picking up that foul, her first.
That one rims out for Williams. Checking back in for the Eagles is Caitlin White.
Tell you what, Ewing's got to feel pretty fortunate. They're only down 4 with their leading scorers combined 6 points so far.
That time Tardy can't hold on to the rebound. It's taken away by Kyla Durham. And as she goes back up with her shot, earns herself a trip to the line. I think that's a second foul there on Tardy. Picks up 2 quick ones.
Yeah. Middletown South, a lot of times they get these defensive rebounds and then they turn it right back over.
Kyla Durham, a good shooter, knocks down her first free throw. Kyla Durham interested maybe in a future in criminology, a career maybe with the FBI. Goes 1 for 2 from the line as we get to the final seconds of the first half.
Be nice to her, Chris.
Muller from three-point land, no, but Orlando gets the backside rebound. Lukopoulos for 3, no, and Durham that time with the rebound. Surrounded by Eagles, and the Blue Devils run out of time, and we reach the end of the first half. Middletown South in front, 27-24 in the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal, and we will return in just a moment. Take a look at first half scoring and stats get you ready for second half action. Bill, I know you may have a guest at halftime. Also, a lot of great community partners that we will recognize here, helping to make today's game possible on WBCB. We're back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Your scoring look good? Mine broke down
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Did you find it? I think it fell on the floor that point. It was underneath the table all the time. Hit the men's room because she's out there doing this. So I'll be back on the
From our last winner, Ewing tap work competition is sponsored by Ewing PBA Local. First up,
We had a winner the other night.
Messiah, what is your favorite season? Summer. Summer. Go Team Summer. Let's hear it from Messiah.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
There really is nothing like a home team advantage. That's why Team Toyota is the choice for your next vehicle purchase or service this season. With new Toyota models available for immediate delivery and over 100 certified used and pre-owned vehicles for any budget. Plus service specials to keep you on the road to victory. Shop or schedule online at teamtoyota.net or choose one of our 3 locations in Langhorne, Glen Mills, or Princeton. Are you part of the team?
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs for acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Welcome back to Ewing High School, the home of the Blue Devils. They host today's Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action, but trail Middletown South 27-24 at the half, and a bit of back and forth in that first half. Fish, a good game here today, and the Blue Devils now with some work in front of them to make sure they can move on and keep this run going in Central Jersey Group 3.
Yeah, absolutely. This Middletown South team, they were behind by 6 late in that fourth quarter, but
and before the game, I talked with Coach Monty about the game, and he said, "What do you expect from Middletown South?" He said, "A hardworking, sure team." That's kind of the brand of basketball that I think we saw in a no-quit team. Even though they got down a little bit, they didn't give up, and they stuck with the game plan. And so we kind of saw that playing out, at least in the first half.
Well, and that was the key, sticking with the game plan. I mean, they continued to just move the ball well. They found the open man. They just, they would hit for a layup, everything like that. And I think Billy wants to put a guest on here. But let's just run through the scoring real quick.
Yep.
And then, Billy, we're just going to do the scoring, and then you can have the halftime guest. All right, for Middletown South, Caitlin White with 12. Ava Locopolis with 6. Elizabeth Tardy with 4. Megan Mahler with 3. Samantha Orlando with 2. Middletown shooting 10 for 27 from the field, 5 for 6 from the line. Ewing, 7 different players scored. Annalise Maldonado with 8. Lily Olson with 5. London Bennett with 4. Samir White with 3. Malaya Miller with 2. And Kyla Dorham and Taylor Williams with 1 apiece. Caitlin White having a great game, 12 points, 9 rebounds. Middletown South with a 22-17 rebounding edge. A lot of turnovers, 11 for Middletown South, 9 for Ewing. Ewing shooting just 7 for 27 from the field and 8 for 16 from the line. So they got to get better at that.
All right, we got Bill now with a guest here at halftime. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Get Christine hooked up.
We have Christina Caldwell, the athletic director, or director of athletics, joining us here at Ewing High School.
Hey.
Christina, you do a great job here. You had a great halftime little performance.
Thank
and
you.
Your athletes, as Chris has noted throughout the broadcast, your athletes, it's not just athletics, but a lot of them are great with high GPAs in the classroom and excel there as well.
Absolutely. Something I love about the Ewing community and our student athlete involvement is that they're actually involved in everything. Like, they're really into keeping their grades up. They're involved in StuCo, they're involved in all the clubs and activities, and they might play 3 seasons of a sport. So they have some jam-packed schedules, and they still perform in these high-stakes games.
Right. Well,
Hey, what's a StuCo?
Oh, student council.
Thank you.
Well, that's what's good about high school. People don't realize that, and they come and they see WBCB and the high school athletics all the time, but there are other things going on, and before they can even practice, they got to excel in the classroom.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's about having that strong foundation and then performing on the court.
And what are some of the other activities that are going on coming up for this spring here at Ewing?
So we actually have a flag football team, and this is our 2nd year piloting the program. And that's something we're super excited about. A lot of the players actually on the girls basketball team plan on playing flag football as well. So we're just really excited to promote that program. Outside of athletics, the musical's coming up in 3 weeks, so there's like a whole lot happening here.
Oh, hey, by the way, the boys are up 7 with 2 minutes to go.
Exciting. Yeah, we've been like checking everything. Everyone's streaming the game and watching here, trying to be present, but also cheering them on from afar. So we're all super excited at Ewing today.
Well, thank you for your hospitality, because
You're
when we come
welcome.
here, it is so welcoming, and we really enjoy coming here, and we wish you continued success, and let's continue down this basketball trail.
I appreciate it. All the gratitude goes out there to our WBCB fans. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Christina Caldwell, the Director of Athletics here at Ewing High School, as we get ready for the start of the second half. Second half tip-off is brought to you by Two Brothers Pizza, now open in their beautiful new location. Right here in Ewing is Two Brothers Pizza and Restaurant, 1690 Pennington Road. This magnificent restaurant offers a full menu of classic Italian dishes, including veal and chicken dishes, fresh seafood, homemade pasta, BYOB. They're open right there at 1690 Pennington Road, opposite Slocum's, open every day of the week from 10 to 11. Two Brothers.
All right, back to action in the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal. Kyla Durham holds up top for the Blue Devils, gives it over to Bennett. Her shot, no, but follows it up, gets her miss on the long rebound. Scoop shot, no. Williams underneath has a chance at it. That's no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last off of Caitlin White, so we'll stay down here. Blue Devils trailing by 3.
Yeah, big factor in that first half. Lily Olsen with just 5 points, Taylor Williams with 1. Those two combined average like 25, so they got to get going.
A spin shot there by Kyla Durham, no good. White races it up the floor, gets it down low to Orlando, gets it right back. Little give and go. Her shot no good, but they keep it alive. Second chance for the Eagles.
Caitlin White with a double-double, 12 points and 11 rebounds in just a second, so more than one half.
Bounces to McGregor. Lukopoulos fires away and knocks down a 3. Big bucket for Middletown South. Puts them up 30-24, and they strike first in the second half.
Now Ewing has to Ewing can't panic either. They just got to keep it together, keep running their stuff.
Alston step back 3. No, she races in, tries to grab that loose ball, but ends up deflecting it out of bounds.
That's great hustle by Lily Alston. And that's what you need. Just keep fighting, just keep grinding. You keep battling and things will happen.
Into Lukopoulos. Takes it along the baseline, is met there by Taylor up top. McGregor from downtown, no. Ball deflects into the hands of Kyla Durham. Durham up to Bennett. Bennett weaving her way inside, and she scores. Big bucket there for the Blue Devil. And then in transition, the Eagles trying to get it to Orlando, but that pass, a little too much on it, airmailed out of bounds.
Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman wishes both the Ewing girls and boys the best of luck today.
And on the inbound, the Blue Devils throw it out of bounds. And a timeout taken by Ewing with 6:23 to go, third quarter. And they trail 30-26 here in Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action.
Mayor Steinman, proud to support the youth of Ewing, tomorrow's future leaders. Mayor Steinman of Ewing Township hopes you enjoy today's game. Say, folks, now open here in the Ewing-Trenton border, Mercer Pharmacy, 359 Pennington Avenue. This is a locally owned and operated hometown pharmacy, not part of a big chain. When was the last time a big chain delivered? Free delivery. Nah, but Mercer Pharmacy, your new neighbors, free prescription pickup and free delivery. Mercer Pharmacy, your first choice in feeling better. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 till 5. Saturdays, 10 till 3 at 359 Pennington Avenue. That's right near the Ewing-Trenton border, Mercer Pharmacy.
Well, Coach Monty was not happy in that timeout. He slammed down his clipboard, and I couldn't hear what he was saying, but he repeated the same thing 4 times, a phrase or a term, and gave them a stern talking to, fiery talk.
The inbound deflected by Alston. She steals it. Euro step underneath. Doesn't get the whistle. Felt like there was a foul there. But here come the Eagles now. Orlando into McGregor. Kicks out. Lukopoulos from downtown has another three-pointer.
Well, you got to locate her. She's heating up now, 2 in a row. 10 12 points for Lukopoulos.
Now kind of a trapping defense by the Eagles. They nearly get a steal, get it into Williams. Her shot goes off the bottom of the backboard, but cleaned up there by Annalise Maldonado. And she's having herself a game, helping to keep the Blue Devils connected.
Absolutely. Yeah, you hate to think where they'd be without her efforts today. 10 points, 4 rebounds.
Orlando working against Williams. Impossible angle. Somehow gets it to go.
I think that's when you know it's going right.
Somehow extends and scores inside Williams. Euro step. Shot a little too strong off the glass. Here comes Caitlin White. White up top, picks it up. Lukopoulos thought she might go for a heat check right there, but Williams, good closeout.
Ewing back in their man.
White directing some traffic, bounces to Lukopoulos, and she drives, scores with the left hand.
Well, Monty said before the game he's really happy with the way they've been playing half-court defense, and they have been playing well, but Middletown South is just dissecting that defense right now.
Right there had Bennett trapped in the corner. She does a good job to throw it off. I think that was Mahler. And Blue Devils hold on to possession. Williams with a step-through shot, no. Follows up that shot with the rebound. And then knocked to the ground is Lukopoulos. And a push foul going to go against Ewing with 4:35 to go, third quarter.
Williams is having really a frustrating day for herself. No field goals yet. 0 for 7 from the field. Still putting in the effort, still putting in the energy, just ball's not going down for her.
And throughout the season, she's had a string of double-doubles, so it has been a huge factor for the Blue Devils this season. Orlando across to Lukopoulos, gets it back. And now McGregor dribbles up top. Patient possession this time. 3 on the way, a little bit off the mark that time by Brooke McGregor underneath Orlando with an offensive rebound, and her reverse lay-in is good. It's an 11-point game.
Actually, I think White got that bucket, didn't she? Or didn't she? She dumped it off to White?
Honestly, I looked down. Williams, though, with a response there as she scores and will go to the line looking for the three-point play.
Well, maybe that'll get Taylor Williams going.
And with about 30 seconds left in the boys' game, they're up by 9. So it looks like the Ewing boys will survive and advance against West Hampton Tech. Still a little bit of basketball there yet to be played, but they are in control.
That'll be their second straight trip to the semifinals.
Williams can't complete the three-point play. As the Eagles back to work, Orlando inside, but before she put the ball down, kind of tried that little pivot move and is called for a travel. Three and a half to go, third quarter. And Alston
everywhere
on the drive is fouled by Lukopoulos. Foul number 2 today on Ava Lukopoulos. Bendit sends it up top to Maldonado. Lily Alston puts on the brakes, gets the jump shot off, but can't connect. McGregor trying to race it up the floor is going to take a bump from Alston, and Alston is whistled for the foul. That's her first.
Yeah, she's okay with that.
Checking back in for the Eagles is Liz Tardy. Out on the wing to Brooke McGregor. Those two sisters in the starting lineup, Brooke and Amanda. And there's Amanda's pass over to Lukopoulos. Amanda, the older sister, the senior point guard, and timeout taken by the Eagles of Middletown South. And 2:59 remaining in the third quarter. They are in front 39-30.
And this is the Haldeman Ford Game of the Day. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township, celebrating their 50th year. Haldeman Ford, the premier dealership for Fords in Mercer County. The Haldeman family, synonymous with outstanding sales and service. Haldeman Ford. Don't forget the Italian People's Bakery in Delhi. The Italian People's Bakery, they are the pride of the burg since 1936 at 63 Butler Street. And while other newspapers go to bed, and never wake up, the Trentonian wakes up 7 days a week and is available online 24 hours a day, serving you from New Jersey's capital city of Trenton for outstanding sports and local coverage with bylines from writers who are there in person. You read the Trentonian.
Lukopoulos holds for the Eagles, sends it to McGregor, now up top, Mahler. And she has been good. Three-point shooting specialist off the bench, connects again.
Yeah, she's got a couple. They're hitting threes today.
They're up by a dozen, and then Caitlin White whistled for a foul on Bennett.
That's her third.
Yeah, number 3 on White.
Yeah, Ewing would like to get her in foul trouble. She has been a handful, 14 points, 12 rebounds.
Send it into Williams, now over to Kyla Durham, pulls up for a long 2. That's no good. McGregor had the box out. Alston felt like there was a little too much contact there. She is able to get it away from Tardy, sends it over to Bennett, and she banks it home. Coach Monty calling for a foul on that one. It felt like it should have been an end one, and there's a steal by the Blue Devils. Bennett with the takeaway, and this time she will get to the line. She's fouled by Amanda McGregor. And for McGregor, that's her second.
Well, freshman trying to make things happen here.
A good little series of events there for Ewing. Freshman with the bucket, felt like they should have had the hoop and the harm. And then on the next one, she does get to the stripe. Yeah, Ewing may look back at this game and really look at the free throw line as a area where they just weren't able to take advantage of some of the chances.
8 for 18, Chris, from the line. 8 for 19.
I mean, that's where those 10 points, you could be right back in this game.
Yep.
Alston driving, shot a little bit too strong, misses everything, picked up by Lukopoulos. Here come the Eagles. Out on the wing to Mahler. Mahler's drive. Felt like her shot was deflected. Here comes Kyla Durham in transition. Puts on the brakes, give it off to Bennett. Bennett initially stopped, then she drove. Second chance at the shot, no good. And then underneath, whistle and a foul will send Williams to the free throw line. Well, this might be one way for Ewing to get back in it. And they're going to say, no, not at the line. Williams, a foul on the floor.
Yeah, but it's 5 fouls.
Well, that's another good point you make there, sir. The officials now recognize your wisdom.
Yeah, my wisdom is just sacred.
Infallible.
Superlative. Your byline is worth 1,000 words.
But unfortunately, those adjectives could not describe the free throw shooting so far today for the Blue Devils.
No.
And again, some opportunities here to narrow the gap.
8 for 20 now. I hate to harp on it, but 8 for 20.
It is official. Ewing dribbling out the final few seconds in the boys' game to beat West Hampton Tech and move on to the Central Jersey Group 3 semifinal. Congratulations to the Blue Devils boys team. Well, the girls are hoping this is not going to be a day of upsets, as they hope to hold serve here as the 3 seed.
Well, they've got to make something happen soon here.
McGregor and Mahler over there playing catch. Mahler guarded by Maldonado. Tries to bounce it over to Lukopoulos and nearly taken away by London Bennett. Bennett's energy here in the third quarter making a big difference and keeping the Blue Devils in this one. Nearly poked away by Kyla Durham and stolen, but Mahler picks it up. She tries to enter to Liz Tardy. It's poked away, picked up, and who's got it? London Bennett. Bennett, hesitation drive, takes it inside, and she is fouled, but foul on the floor. But it don't matter because the Blue Devils in the bonus will still give London Bennett a couple of shots at the line.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to start making these shots. I mean, going to the line is great, but, you know, right now they're 9 for 21.
Ewing Township Education Association proud to sponsor today's game. Teachers supporting their students.
London Bennett, another outstanding student athlete on this Blue Devil team, and another trip to the line where they wind up going 1 for 2. Eagles get it to Caitlin White. Wide open is Brooke McGregor, and she gets her first bucket of the afternoon. Stretches it back to a double-digit lead. London Bennett looking for a transition three. And a good job underneath by Amanda McGregor, but then she loses it to Alston. Underneath there, Lukopoulos had part of the ball, and a foul is going to be called on Lily Alston. McGregor, we mentioned a senior point guard, but she's also done a pretty good job rebounding from that position today.
Yeah, she's got 5.
Gets it back from White. Flips it up to her sister. Inside look to Tardy, and Liz Tardy banks it home for the Eagles.
There's not much you can do if they get the ball inside Liz Tardy.
Really good ball movement there.
Yeah, she's 6'1", stands above everybody.
Kyla Durham, they needed that big time, and she connects on a three up top to make it a 9-point game. Final seconds of the third quarter, Caitlin White's three off the mark, and we'll keep it right here. It's 46-37 as Middletown South in front here in the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal. Again, the winner moves on to play in the Tuesday semi against either Red Bank or Middletown North, and we'll have that game for you on WBCB here as we continue to follow the Blue Devils. Well, they got some work in front of them.
Well, today's game is being brought to you in part by Team Toyota, Capital Health System, the New Jersey Education Association, the Revere Restaurant, Kessel Dermatology, the Italian People's Bakery, Mayor Bert Steinman of Ewing Township, the Trenton Thunder, and this is the Haldeman Ford Game of the Day, celebrating 50 years in business. Today's game is also brought to you by the Trentonian. Don't forget you can read about this game with Red Birch in tomorrow's editions of the Trentonian, or later on online at Trentonian.com. By Hyundai of Trenton, Mercer Pharmacy. Today's game is also brought to you by Mako of Ewing Township, Mako America's Body Shop on Prospect Street in Ewing Township, and by the Ewing Township Education Association.
All right, we get the fourth quarter underway here from the home of the Blue Devils. Great to have you with us, Chris Ermer, along with Bill Redner, Rich Fisher helping to call the game, Gus Barber, our video engineer, and Darnell Turner behind the camera. Again, we congratulate the Ewing boys for getting past West Hampton Tech and their portion of the Central Jersey Group 3 bracket. And Amanda McGregor gets us back underway as she inbounds to Lukopoulos.
And Chris, Middletown South shot 8 for 12 in that quarter.
London Bennett with a steal over to Alston. Alston's layup no good. Another shot thrown up there by Bennett is off the bottom of the rim and goes out of bounds, but we will stay with Ewing.
They shot 8 for 12. Ewing shot 4 for 17. Ewing just 11 for 45 in this game.
Maldonado's three off the front rim, rebounded by Lukopoulos, and White up the floor to McGregor. Across, Lukopoulos open for three. Shot a little bit short, and Brooke McGregor with the rebound. Talked about rebounding being a big key for both of these teams. And right there, Brooke McGregor, a little indecision, didn't know if she wanted to pass, pump fake, and ends up taking a travel.
That's a break for Ewing because they looked like they were just going to settle in there and work the ball, maybe take a minute off the clock till they got a good shot.
Up top, Bennett fires away. Williams had a piece of the ball, but her arm was tied up by Caitlin White, and White picks up, I believe, her third, maybe fourth foul.
Yeah. That was interesting. That looked like that could have gone either way. Both of their arms locked up. So I don't know, but that's a big break for Ewing. I mean, Caitlin White out of the game for a little while.
White to the bench, Orlando out on the floor, and Williams sent to the line by Orlando, who picks up the foul. And it is her third. So a couple of players from Middletown South getting into a touch of foul trouble. As we've got a full 7 minutes remaining, a lot of basketball left. And again, the gym quiets for some Blue Devil free throws. And Taylor Williams connects. And although she's been held in check in part, also has been making a difference. And they're 2 for 2 at the line. As Lukopoulos.
Well, this is as close as Ewing has been in a while.
Brooke McGregor's pass deflected, nearly stolen by Bennett. They get it to Tardy, up top to Orlando. Now out on the wing, Lukopoulos open for three. No, long rebound. McGregor had it momentarily, and then a whistle, a foul goes against Ewing. And that is Taylor Williams picking that one up, her third. Comes with 6:41 to go, fourth quarter. Thank you for being with us today. Thanks to all of our partners making today's game possible. Brooke McGregor, the freshman, with a big connection there, makes it a 10-point game.
That's six 3-pointers for Middletown South now in this game.
Bendit sends it to Alston. Alston steps between defenders. Her runner, no good. Nearly pokes it away from Orlando. And then a whistle, a foul on Alston. A little too aggressive. And she picks up, I believe that's her third.
Well, you're going to get a little too aggressive now because you got to get the ball. I mean, you know, you're down 10, 6 minutes to go. You got to go after it. And that could result in fouls.
Lukopoulos trying to send it to Tardy, instead off of her and out of bounds. So the Blue Devils, they have had their share of chances to kind of get back in, narrow the gap a little bit more. But still the Eagles holding them at arm's length. That time trying to send it inside to Taylor. Deflects off a couple of players, last touched by the Eagles.
Well, Ewing needs to go on a run here.
Bennett along the baseline and throws it out of bounds.
Well, that's not a good way to start a run.
No, but if you're looking for a good place to eat some lunch in Ewing Township, you can enjoy lunch specials from $11.95 at Two Brothers Pizza and Restaurant.
There the Eagles with some decent ball movement, but then they got it up to Lukopoulos, and she turned around. Kyla Durham was right there in her neighborhood and ends up traveling with it.
Yeah, for as well as Middletown's run their offense, they do have 20 turnovers in this game.
I mean, at least a handful of them seem like traveling violations,
Yeah.
too. Durham from downtown, no. Long rebound gathered up by Tardy. There, nearly another stutter step there by McGregor. Puts on the brakes out on the wing and gives it to Amanda McGregor. And now the Eagles going to try to eat up some clock on these possessions. They get it inside to Tardy, and you don't need to eat the clock when you got a great position. Orlando with the layup.
And that's what they've done. They've gotten great position. They've run their plays. They've freed up people underneath, and the passers have found them. And been an impressive display by Middletown offensively.
And then underneath, they've done a good job at keeping their position, boxing out, doing a good job of rebounding, which was one of the things that they felt was a key in giving them a chance here today.
Yeah.
As they hand the ball to Amanda McGregor.
34-24 rebounding, or 34-25 rebounding advantage.
Caitlin White back out there for the Eagles. She's playing with 4 fouls. Holds it now on the wing, guarded by Miller. Works around the defender, drives inside, and will get to the line.
Well, that was all Ewing could do. I mean, she saw that lane open up.
Clear path.
Yeah, and who was it? Somebody.
Durham picks up her 4th.
Yeah. I mean, nothing you could do there. You don't want to pick up your 4th foul, but you don't want to give up an easy 2 either.
This thing right now in danger of getting away from this Blue Devil team, but still a lot of hoops in front of them. They have to start this turnaround right away.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have the luxury of just chipping away now. You gotta really make a push.
And they have the capacity to score in bunches.
They do. That's true.
You
gotta get that. You gotta make baskets. You gotta put that press on. Get some turnovers.
You got to turn the spigot on. Bennett trying to do that. London Bennett in the paint. Her runner no good. Tries to bounce it inside. It's taken away. Up the floor now to Amanda McGregor. McGregor puts on the brakes and lost her footing. The ball goes out of bounds, and the officials looking at each other, and they're going to give it to Middletown South. Wasn't sure who that was last off of, but again, McGregor will inbound as we get down to the midway point of the 4th quarter. Gets it up top to Orlando, hands off to White. McGregor gets it right back again on the wing.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to be in no rush now to shoot the ball. You see McGregor with the ball in her hands a lot.
And there she hands it to White. White waits for the Blue Devils to come out, close out, start that clock. And she's double teamed and in a little bit of trouble, so Coach Brennan will call a timeout to talk things over, maintain possession with 3:47 to go in the 4th quarter.
I'd like to thank the sponsors for making today's games possible. Your Ewing Township sponsors today have been Team Toyota, Capital Health Net, NJEA, New Jersey Education Association, the Revere Restaurant, Kessel Dermatology, the Italian People's Bakery. Your Honorable Mayor of Ewing Township, proud to support today's youth. Bert Steinman, like to congratulate and wish all the Ewing Township students the best of luck. Also by the Trenton Thunder. Season tickets and ticket sales are now on for the Trenton Thunder upcoming season. Also by Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of doing business. And Trentonian, the Trentonian, New Jersey's capital hometown newspaper, still printing 7 days a week. Two Brothers Pizza and Restaurant, 1690 Pennington Road, opposite Slocum's, now open in their brand new, magnificent new restaurant. Also by Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue. Mercer Pharmacy, right there on Pennington Road at the Ewing Township Trenton border. And also by Mako of Ewing Township and the Ewing Township Education Association, proud to sponsor portions of today's game.
Billy, your exuberance always makes these broadcasts a little more exciting.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. And look at that, a turnover. Ewing was inspired by that last read. or something like that.
Alston out on the wing, fires away. No good.
Oh, well, shit, it was no good. She caught it like it went in, went over the baseline. They didn't call turnover.
Wow.
Holy cow.
That was weird,
Weird.
wacky stuff right there.
Yeah.
White on the drive is bottled up by Durham. Takes it away. Then Alston, as the ball is loose on the floor, goes hard to the hardwood and gets the benefit of the whistle. That one's going to go against McGregor.
Chris,
on the block.
Did that ball go in? They just put the 3 on the scoreboard.
I saw it as a miss. I mean, it looked like off the back rim.
Wow. All right, well.
And we're still at a 52-42 game.
Well, I guess we're the weird, wacky broadcasters. We both thought it missed. Gus said it went in. Okay, Gus said it went in. The younger guys have it. We old guys.
Miller out to Bennett. And London Bennett with a big bucket for the Blue Devils.
Well, something that can spark a team. Back-to-back threes. Let's see what happens now. Put a little pressure on Middletown.
Orlando working against Miller. Sends it over to Brooke McGregor. Now up top to Amanda. Amanda cut off there by Alston. Changes direction. Sends it out to White in the corner. There, Brooke McGregor nearly loses it inside, and then that ball deflected. Last touched by Middletown South. So with 2.5 to go, the Blue Devils get it back.
We said they needed a run. This is how you get runs. Get baskets, get turnovers.
Out to Durham. Durham with a long 2. That's no good. And Caitlin White with the rebound. Orlando puts on the brakes. Out to Amanda McGregor. Thought about shooting that one instead. A wise decision there to keep this clock going. Out to Lukopoulos. Now inside to Orlando. And Orlando grabbed by Miller. And Miller whistled for the foul.
Yeah.
And that's the last one that the Blue Devils have to give here with 2:01 remaining. Next foul will put the Eagles in the bonus.
Well, and that's what you want. You want to foul and have them miss foul shots. Fouling and just having them still inbound keeps possession. So I would imagine they would go for a quick steal on the inbounds and then foul right away. Of course,
I still, with this amount of time on the clock,
you wouldn't foul?
I feel like you can still get back in this game.
Without? Okay. Well, I don't know.
And we will see they send it in, and Durham right away with the reach in, but her reaction, she did not intend to foul, and I think especially disappointed because that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Kyla Durham, who fouls out with 1:59 to go, and clearly wasn't a situation where she was looking to foul there, but looking to be aggressive. As you said, they got to get the ball back.
Yeah, I don't mind fouling now because, I mean, the way that this team moves the ball, that might be the only way you're going to get it back. I mean, yeah, you want to get steals, but you can't give them too much time to work the ball around. They just have to hope that
hoping for
Middletown
misses.
gets a little nervous.
Well, one of the clutch performers at the line today has been Orlando.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
3 for 3. They got like 6 for 6 for her, I think, right? She's perfect each time she's been to the line.
Yeah, I have her 4 for 4, actually.
Knocks down 2 more, stretches it back to a 10-point game. Alston trying to do what she can, but 2 defenders there. It goes out of bounds, and it's last off of Lily Alston. And back to Middletown South.
Well, time is running out now.
And Middletown South today has been very good as far as ball control. There they get a little give and go, and Lukopoulos with an easy lay-in.
That's one of the big stories of the game. Open layups underneath, backdoor layups. They've done that masterfully.
Bennett picks it up, tries to give it to Maldonado. And off of Maldonado, out of bounds.
Yeah, Ewing is starting to, I hate to say it, starting to wither away here.
And a full timeout taken by the Blue Devils with 91 seconds on the clock. It's Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal action on WBCB. And we'll step aside, return to Ewing High School in just a moment.
Your vehicle is in good hands at Haldeman Collision, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They do it all at Haldeman Collision. Minor dents and dings, bumpers, windshields, major body, and frame damage. Free estimates, 24-hour towing, most insurance accepted, and loaners available. Haldeman Collision works with all makes and models. They'll go out of their way to getting your car back in brand new condition. Haldeman Collision, conveniently located 20 minutes from Langhorne, Princeton, and Ewing on Route 33 in Hamilton Township.
Welcome back. Here is the winner going to move on to play on Tuesday in the Central Jersey Group 3 final. Right now, things looking bleak for the Blue Devils. But you look at the success that this young team has had and the growth that they've had throughout this season. A lot of good stuff to look forward to, but that's a little consolation now for Blue Devils fans.
Yeah, it is, but you're right. I mean, this has been people were waiting for this team to just collapse. There's a turnover.
Deflected up the floor to Bennett, and Bennett trying to hold the pivot, and I believe she may have twisted an ankle. She is hurt on the play. So an injury timeout here with 1:17 to go. And good to see London Bennett quickly able to get back to her feet.
And, I mean, you look at this Middletown South team. They only have 3 seniors, but they are 3 really important seniors. You know, Caitlin White and McGregor, and I think Tardy is the other one. I mean, they've all made an impact. McGregor doesn't have a point, but she's been outstanding handling the ball and everything else. And
Samil White with a baseline jump shot off the mark and deflected out of bounds, last off of the Blue Devils.
You know, and as we said, they've had 3 freshmen and a junior on the floor at the same time Ewing has. So the future is very bright for this team. And the present wasn't bad.
You had their share of bright spots this season, but today the Middletown South Eagles giving them all they could handle and more.
Yeah.
And up top there, a tie-up as Caitlin White there had to just hold on to the ball.
I mean, Middletown just played a good, solid game. They ran their offense. Defensively, they were tough. You know, they really did a good job on Austin and Williams, holding them to 14 combined points. That's,
a spot in this game where Lukopoulos hit a couple of big threes back-to-back, and that ended up stretching it back out to a comfortable lead for Middletown South.
Yeah, Caitlin White has just been a beast on the boards, 14 rebounds. All these stats unofficial, of course. They're just mine. But
Orlando back to the free throw line. And she has been money in the bank from there today for Middletown South.
Yes, she has.
Checking back in is Taylor Williams as Miller back to the bench. Did a good job coming off of the bench, making some big defensive plays, but just not enough today. And again, Sammy Orlando at the line. A clutch performance throughout the afternoon. London Bennett inside to Williams, and Williams up and under, lays it home. And a quick timeout for the Blue Devils.
And the other thing we talked about, Chris, is the foul shooting. Ewing just 12 for 26 from the line. And Middletown 10 for 12 from the line. So Ewing has 2 more free throws. They've made 2 more free throws than Middletown. They've taken 14 more shots.
You know, an especially tough afternoon for Malaya Miller and for Kyla Durham, both of them seniors with this team. And
especially
you
for
get
Durham
to this final game. But a lot of underclassmen coming back for this Blue Devil basketball team.
Yep. And Durham, you know, those two have a lot of good things to look back on with what these teams did in the last several years that they were on the roster with.
Absolutely. Some big-time success, but McGregor inbounding throws that one to the Blue Devils. And Lily Alston dribbling up top. Need to start firing away. Bennett tries to go to the bank, but closed for her as Caitlin White.
7th rebound for Amanda McGregor. That's pretty good when your point guard gets 7 rebounds. I think she might be like their 2nd leading rebounder. I forget, I was looking at the stats.
Mahler there with the dribble. She gets tied up. Blue Devils with the arrow, but under 5 seconds remaining here in this Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinal. And the Middletown South Eagles gonna pull the upset. White from downtown can't connect at the buzzer. The Eagles win it 58-47. They survive and advance into the Central Jersey Group 3 semifinal, and they will play on Tuesday. Tough one here today for the Blue Devils as their season comes to an end here on the home floor.
Well, again, it was a good season for Ewing. Look, you know, not a lot was expected out of them. They ended up with a winning record, 14-13. Got to the conference tournament finals, got to the quarterfinals of this, and all with a very young team. So, you know, there are very good things ahead for this team. And, you know, hey, kudos to Middletown South. They came in here, fell behind early, fell down by 6, and, you know, just continued to run their stuff and played just a good, solid, all-around game. And they were what Monty said they were, a sure conference team. They play like a sure conference team, good ball movement, some toughness. They get the boards. And, you know, good luck to South moving on. And, hey, we may not have the Ewing girls anymore, but we got several other games that we're still going to bring to you, so stick with us.
You know, and when
Chris, I'm bowing out.
All right, thanks, Fish. You know, you looked up and down the roster, and I didn't see a huge size differential for the Eagles of Middletown South, but it felt like they really were able to use their bigs inside to get them some easy lay-ins, as Fish was referencing here throughout the game. That was one of the big turning points here today. Today's game on WBCB, brought to you by Team Toyota, by Capital Health System, by the New Jersey Education Association. Big thanks also to the Revere Restaurant, Kessel Dermatology, the Italian People's Bakery, Mayor Bert Steinman of Ewing Township. Thanks to the Trenton Thunder, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, Two Brothers Pizza, Hyundai of Trenton, and I think we got them all. Big thanks to all of the community support for making high school hoops possible on WBCB. As Fish was saying, our coverage will continue, but unfortunately for the Ewing girls, their season comes to an end. They fall at the hands of the Eagles of Middletown South. And thanks to the crew here on site, Gus Barber, our video engineer, Darnell Turner behind the camera. Thanks to Rich Fisher helping to call the game, and Bill Redner also here on hand today, our executive producer. One final time here from Ewing High School. It was the Middletown South Eagles 58 and the Ewing Blue Devils 47. Thanks for listening to some high school hoops, catching some action here today on the WBCB